Welcome to the intro training exercises for Sharperlight and Business Central. This is exercise 7. Please follow the video carefully and if needed, use the PDF listed within the description for further information. In this exercise, we create a query against the sales invoice table and use sorting and grouping on our outputs, and then add a filter for include credit memo. Begin by opening Query Builder, and we will define a new query. We want a summary report, the company to be Cronus AU, open up the table lookup, and in the Sales folder, select the Sales Invoice table. For our filters, have number set to all, sell to customer number set to all, and our posting date be from 2022-01-01 to 2022-03-31. Output, document date, and sell to customer number. In the 18 customer folder, find the output name. Then in the 113 sales invoice line folder, find and output amount. We then want to change the descriptions for our outputs. Change document date to year month, sell to customer number to customer number, 18 name to name, and 113 amount to amount. The year month output is still technically just a document date field. We can change how it behaves by right-clicking and going to the options, and under the functions tab we can choose a date option. Select year month. This will make the document date display in the format of year month. We will then move on to sorting and grouping, which can be done on the outputs from any output, since the sorting and grouping properties apply across all the outputs. As we already have the options open for year month, go to the Sorting and Groupings tab. Here you will see two panes, Unsorted and Sorted. In the Unsorted pane, you should see all your outputs by default. By default, Query Builder actually sorts by the first three outputs. We want to sort on year month. Select the output and then you can either click on the right arrow or simply double click. To remove an output from the sorted pane, simply highlight and click on the left arrow. Select the year month again from the sorted pane, and now the pane below Grouping Options is available. By default, the grouping option will be none, so the output data will appear as we've seen before as just a simple table. Choosing Basic on an output makes the report display subtotals for the chosen output. Expand and Collapse are the same as Basic, however when viewing the report in the web it sets the default behavior of rows to either start expanded or collapsed based on the subtotaled output. Select Basic for our year month output. Now we can add another output to sort on. Add amount to be sorted. You should see two buttons for changing an output to be either ascending or descending. While having amount selected, click on the descending button. Preview the query. We should first notice that the year month outputs its values in the format of year, then month. Then we can see subtotals exist, which is happening because of our grouping on year month. Lastly, we can see that within each subtotal of year month, the amount is descending. For part B, go back to the query and add a filter for include credit memo. By default, it should be set to Y for yes. Preview the query and note the amount total. Change the include credit memo filter to N for no, and then preview the query again and note the change. The PDF guide gives more detail about what the include credit memo filter does and from which tables it pulls from. This concludes the training for exercise 7 for Business Central. For more information and in-depth explanations, please refer back to the training PDF.